We continue now at the top of Daf Chavtesam and Beis Mesechet Kesuvos. This is Kesuvos Daf 29b. The Chachamim over here continue. If you have a girl from 3 years old till she's an adult, what it really means to say is af knas b'makom mecher. It means not only is she able to be sold as a shifcha, but also she also receives a knas. Rashi over here says af knas b'makom mecher mishum knas nakat bas shalosh. Because of knas, that's why she has to be 3 years old, because she has to be old enough to have relations in order to receive the knas. Aval mecher, but when it comes to being sold, mi bas yom mecher. It actually could have been from day one, v'ad shetavish te saros, until she brings forth the signs of maturity. And the Gemara now continues, V'hani b'nei kanasa ninu. But is it really true that these women that are listed in the Mishnah, that they're allowed to receive the kanas? V'amai, why should they be able to receive kanas? Again, the Mishnah is talking about where the person rapes a woman who he's not even allowed to marry. There's some kind of prohibition, either a lav or kares. Why should those women receive the kanas? Ikri kan, because we should say over here, the pasuk says, Velosia leisha. It says that when a man rapes a woman, he has to marry the woman, and so therefore we should say isha haruilo. This halacha only applies when it's a woman who's fit to him that he's able to marry. Otherwise, there is no knas payment. These halachas of onus do not apply. Rashi over here says, Why is it that by the naros of flawed lineage, why are they receiving the knas? Again, ikri kana masnisin makshi. Right now we're asking on the Mishnah, why is it that they receive the knas? And so the Gemara says, Amar Reish Lakish says, Nara hanara. Rashi over here says, Nara hanara, but ones ksiv. This is a pasuk written by ones, by the situation of rape. And it says, Ki motzei nara besula, uchsib basrei v'nosan isha shochev ima la'avi hanara, v'darshina nara yisera, v'hei yisera. We're darshaning here the extra word nara and the extra hey. The hanara demotzi l'michta v'nosan lo'avia. It could have just said v'nosan lo'avia. So it doesn't need to say the word nara over there. So therefore, since it says nara and there's an extra hey, that's what we're darshaning, nara hanara, and we understand as follows. Chad lagufe. The first one is saying a regular normal case. As Rashi says, chad lagufe l'ksheira. If you have a situation of rape of a woman who does not have flawed lineage, v'chad lasuye chayve lavin, and then the other one, the extra pasuk is coming to say even if she is a chayve lavin, v'chad lasuye chayve krisis, and the other one is coming to include even a situation where it's chayve krisis. All of these situations are going to receive the knas payment. That's the answer of Reish Lakish. And the Gemara continues, Rapapa. Amar Rapapa says a different drasha. Besula, besulos, ha besulos. He learns it from besula, besulos, ha besulos. The same kind of drasha. Chad lagufe, one for a regular situation. V'chad lasuye chayve lavin, one to include chayve lavin. V'chad lasuye chayve krisis, and one to include chayve krisis. And Rashi over here says, Besulos ha-besulos b'mefataksiv. These psukim are written by a case not of rape, but of seduction. V'chiyefata ish besula. It says that a man will seduce a besula. Ukra achrina basrei kesav yishkol kemoar ha-besulos. And then it says ha-besulos. So matzi lemechtav kemoar besulos hatzalas. So therefore you have 3 of them. The darshin and hey yisera. Again, you have the extra hey. Ubesulos the matzi lemechtav kemoar v'lishtok. Also, the word besulos itself is extra. You could have just written the word mohar, which refers to the dowry payment. The point is, you have an extra. Again, you have besula, besulos, and ha-besulos. You got the extra word besulos, and you have the extra hey as well. And that comes to include the regular case, chayve lavin and chayve krisus. And the Gemara says, V'Rav Papa, my time alomer Reish Lakish. So why does Rav Papa not say like Reish Lakish? Why doesn't he learn it out from nara hanara? And the Gemara says, Ahumi boile l'chid Abaya, because that can be used for the teaching of Abaya. The Yomar Abaya, because Abaya said, Bo'ale umeisa. Let's say he has relations with her and then she dies. So the halacha is pater. In that case, he's pater. You don't have to pay the fine if the woman that was raped dies. Shenemar, like the pasuk says, V'nasan la'avi hanara. It says to the avi hanara, la'avi nara v'lo la'avi mesa. It means that she has to be alive. She has to be a nara. It can't be that she died. Rashi over here says, The reason why it says the word hanara there, not just her father, is for what Abaya taught. If the father doesn't get a chance to bring the person to court to get the money, and then she dies, he's going to be pater again. The pasuk lavi hanara sounds like she's alive, so that's what you use hanara for, again according to Abaya, and that's why Rav Papa doesn't learn like Reish Lakish. He uses it for Abaya's teaching. And the Gemara continues, Reish Lakish, my time alomer karav papa. So Reish Lakish, why doesn't he say like Rav Papa? Why doesn't he learn from Besulos, ha-Besulos? And the Gemara says, Ahumi boile l'gzeira shave. That's needed for the following gzeira shave. The Tanya, because we learned in a Braisa, Kesef Yishkol Kemoar ha-Besulos, it talks about taking the payment like the dowry of the Besulos. And we learned from there, Sheyehezeh Kemoar ha-Besulos, Umar ha-Besulos kazeh. This should be like the dowry of the Besulos, and the dowry of the Besulos should be like this. And Rashi over here explains, Mi boile l'gzeira shave, Besula dechsiv gabe mefata. What it means is as follows. The word Besula that's written by the case of seduction, Mi boile l'gzeira shave, is used for gzeira shave, Besula, l'gzeira shave as follows. Ma kesef ha'amr ba'ones. Just like when it says you pay kesef by the rape case, chamishim, it refers to 50 kesef. Af mefata chamishim, we're comparing the case of onus to the case of mefata. So to mefata, it's going to be chamishim, it's going to be 50 kesef. Uma mefata shkolim, and just by mefata, it's talking about shkolim. Dechsib be yishkol, it uses the word yishkol. Af chamishim shalonis, shkolim kamar. So too, when it talks about the 50 kesef by the onus, it's referring to shkolim, it's referring again to 50 shkolim. So that's what's needed from the word habesulos over there. It's to make this comparison between the case of mefata and the case of onus. But the Gemara ends up saying, Reish Lakish nami mi boile l'chid Abaye. The truth is, Reish Lakish needs to use the pasuk. Reish Lakish needs to use that pasuk of which he originally learned from. He really does need it for Abaye's teaching. For Rav Papa nami mi boile l'gzeira shava, and Rav Papa also, he really does need the pasuk that he quoted. He needs that for the gzeira shava. And so rather the limit should be as follows. Everybody needs everybody else's teaching, and you understand as follows. Elashisa kroiksivi. At the end, if you add it up, you have a total of 6 psukim over here. Nara, hanara, besula, besulos, ha-besulos. Take all of the drushes together. You've got nara, the extra nara, and the extra hay, and you have besula, and the extra besulos, and the extra hay. So trela gufayu. So 2 of them are going to be just for standard, normal cases. Chad l'chid Abaye. One of the extras is going to be for Abaye's teaching. The chad l'gzeira shava, and one of the extras is going to be again for the gzeira shava we just had above. And if you put it all together, ayasru leitrei. At the end of the day, you still do have 2 extra psukim. Chad lasuye chayve lavin. One comes to include a case of chayve lavin. The chad lasuye chayve krisus, and one comes to include chayve krisus. In other words, the Gemara is just saying at the end, if you add up all of the psukim, you do have extra psukim available for chayve lavin. Chayve krisis, and that's how you learn out that even by chayve lavin and even by chayve krisis there is going to be a payment. And the Gemara continues, ulafuke mehai tana. Our Mishnah is going against the following Tana. The Tanya, because we learned in a Braisa, velo siya isha. Again, by the case of onus, it says that he has to marry the woman. Shimon hateimoni omer. Shimon hateimoni says isha sheyesh bo havoya. We're only talking about a woman that he is able to marry. So again, if it's a woman who's of flawed lineage, that's not going to receive the payment. Rabbi Shimon ben Menashe Omer. Rabbi Shimon ben Menashe says slightly different. Isha haruuya lekaima. It means to say a woman who you're able to maintain that marriage. Rashi over here says, "Ulafuke mehaitana masnizin the katani yesh knas lemamzeres ulachoso." Our Mishnah, which says that the knas payment applies if he rapes a mamzeres or his sister, lafuke mehaitana. That goes against the Tana in the following brisa. Sheyesh bo havoya. So again, the first opinion was it has to be a woman where there's havoya, where there's kedushin. Shekidushin tovsin loba. It's got to be that there's kedushin. Prat lachoso lechol chayve krisos. That would mean to say, according to Shimon hateimoni, if a person rapes his sister, any chayve krisos, there's not going to be the knas payment. Tiafinam bekedushin she'in kedushin tovsin bohen. We learn out in kedushin that kedushin doesn't work in those situations when there's kares beperek shlishi umashmalei tia loshan havoyas kedushin. The word tia sounds like there has to be havoya. Rabbi Shimon ben Menashe mashmalei tia loshan kiyum. Now Rabbi Shimon ben Menashe says that it doesn't mean exactly havoya, but it means there has to be kiyum. It has to be someone where you can maintain the marriage. And the Gemara explains my beinayu. So what exactly is the difference between Shimon hateimoni and Rabbi Shimon ben Menashe? They sound similar. It talks about marriages that are able to be maintained according to halacha. And so the Gemara says, Amar Rabbi Zera. Rabbi Zera says, mamzeres unasina ika beinayu. The difference is by a mamzeres and a nasina. Lamanda Amar Yesh Bo Havoya. According to the one who says there has to be Havoya, there has to be Kedushin. Hanami Yesh Bo Havoya. Here also, there is going to be Havoya, there is going to be Kedushin. However, Lamanda Amar Rui Lakaim. According to the one who says that you can maintain the marriage, Ha'ena Rui Lakaim. When it comes to Mamzeres and Nisina, so in those cases, you're not able to maintain the marriage. Rashi over here says, Hanami Isba Havoya. There's going to be Havoya here. The Kedushin Tovsin B'Chayve Lavin. The point is, these are cases of Chayve Lavin. When you have Chayve Lavin, so the Kedushin Kiddushin takes effect. V'hasam Yolif Lod's learned out over there. But the point is, even though the Kiddushin takes effect, but these are not marriages that are supposed to be maintained, so that's the nafkamina. Again, according to the Tanaka, according to Shimon Hatemani rather, so it has to be a woman where there is Havaya. So there is Havaya in these cases, and there would be the onus payments. According to Rav Shimon ben Menashe, it has to be a marriage that can be maintained. These cannot be maintained, and so there is no onus payment. And the Gemara continues with Rabbi Akiva. Now, what about according to Rabbi Akiva? Diomar ein kiddushin tovsin b'chayve lavin. He happens to say that there is no kiddushin by chayve lavin. So it comes out by mamzeres and nesina as well. There's not going to be havaya. So it's not a marriage with kiddushin, and it's not a marriage that can be maintained. So my beinayu. So what's the difference between them? What's going to be a case where you have a nafkamina where let's say you have havaya but you don't maintain the marriage? And the Gemara says ika beinayu almona lekohen gadol. No, there is a nafkamina between them. Let's say a widow marries a kohen gadol. Rabbi Simoy, that follows what Rabbi Simoy says. The Tanya, because we learned in a Braisa, Rabbi Simoy says, Min hakol oser Rabbi Akiva mamzerin. From all kinds of relationships Rabbi Akiva holds, like we're saying, Ein Kiddushin Tovsin, B'chayve Lavin, Rabbi Akiva says that can generate a mamzer, chutz me almona lekohen gadol, except for the situation of an almona to a kohen gadol. Sharei Amra Torah, because what does the Torah say over there? It says, Lo yikach v'lo yechalel. It says, again, by a almona marrying a kohen gadol, it uses this language, he shouldn't marry, he shouldn't desecrate. Chilulin hu osa, that creates a situation of cholol, but it does not create a situation of mamzeris, and therefore that can be a nafkamina according to Rabbi Akiva. According to Rabbi Akiva, there's going to be havaya over there, but it's not a marriage that should be maintained. And we'll take a look at Rashi over here. My beinayu. Again, what's the difference between them? This is talking about according to Rabbi Akiva. What's the nafkamina? Rashi explains Mishimon ben Menashe kaparchla. This really is a question specifically on Rabbi Shimon ben Menashe. Again, Rabbi Shimon ben Menashe, he was the one that said that it's an isha haruuya lekaima. It only applies to one that you're allowed to maintain the marriage. So we're asking on him. The ilu Shimon hateimani. We can't be asking on Shimon hateimani. Shamina le biyavamas to palagaled Rabbi Akiva, because we already know in Yavamas that Shimon Hatzimoni disagrees with Rabbi Akiva. We're asking a question specifically within Rabbi Akiva here. That's what Rabbi Akiva says in Yavamas. And then Shimon Hatzimoni Omer, Kol Shechayav and Olav Kares B'dei Shamayim. You see that Shimon Hatzimoni, he argues in Rabbi Akiva. El Rabbi Shimon ben Menashe kabin Allah. What we're asking over here is according to Rabbi Shimon ben Menashe, Isvira like Rabbi Akiva. If Rabbi Shimon ben Menashe holds like Rabbi Akiva, so Ma'ika ben Mashmusa Detia Lashon Kiyam LeMashmos to Shimon Hatzimoni. What's the difference if it's a language of Kiyam or a language of Havaya? It's all the same thing. There's no nafkamina because ain't Kiddushin Tovsin b'chayve lavin. Inami mashmalei Rabbi Shimon ben Menashe Lashon Havaya. Even if Rabbi Shimon ben Menashe said it was Havaya that was the issue, imat Allah mamzer, still mamzer would be excluded. Uman bein ru'ya l'kaima liyesh b'Havaya. What's the difference between Havaya and ru'ya l'kaima? And the Gemara says there is a difference. Almana l'kohen gadol. There's a difference by almana l'kohen gadol. Demodeba Rabbi Akiva shekidushin tovsin loba. There Rabbi Akiva admits that there is kiddushin. V'afal pi shehi balav. Even though it's a lav, there's going to be kiddushin. Uchi Rabbi Simoy. It follows Rabbi Simoy. V'hu adin grusha lehedyo. Rashi notes over here the same would be if a grusha marries a kohen hedyo. There also, according to Rabbi Akiva, there would be kiddushin. But the Gemara continues. Rabbi Yeshev. What about according to Rabbi Yeshev's view of Rabbi Akiva? The Amar, because he said bo v'nitzoach al Akiva ben Yosef, we have to be victorious over Rabbi Akiva's position. Shahaya Omer, because Rabbi Akiva says kol she'ein lo bia b'Yisrael havlad mamzer. Any case where the bia is prohibited, the child is a mamzer. We don't want there to be so much mamzerus. As Rashi over here says, bo v'nitzoach al Akiva ben Yosef shemar b'mamzerim b'Yisrael b'chinam. For no reason, Rabbi Akiva is making that there's a lot of mamzerim in Klal Yisrael. Shu Omer kol she'ein lo bia b'Yisrael, because he says anywhere where the relations is prohibited. Haba alisha she'ein lo b'heter bia. If you have relations with a woman where it's not mutter to have relations, havlad mamzer, the child is a mamzer. Afilu almana l'kohen gadol nami. According to Rabbi Yeshev's view, Rabbi Akiva was saying even by almana l'kohen gadol, it wasn't learned out from lo yechala that by these situations of kohanim, like a kohen gadol to an almana, or let's say a kohen to a grusha, that was not a situation where there was havaya. But according to Rabbi Yeshev, Rabbi Akiva held there was no havaya even in those situations. So according to that, my beinayu. So again, what's the difference if it's a woman that has havaya or a woman that can maintain the marriage? Because any situation where you can't maintain the marriage, there is no havaya according to this view. And the Gemara answers, Ika beinayu, no, there is a nafkamina. And we'll continue with this discussion in the next video on Daf Lamed Amud Aleph.